Hello, friends. So developing core strength not only gives you a sexy, shapely tummy, but it's absolutely vital in supporting your spine and in relieving and preventing things like sciatic pain and low back pain. Today, I've got a fun little yoga flow focused on developing the core strength you need to support your spine and to look and feel your best. Before we begin, if you enjoy my videos, won't you please click the subscribe button and please consider becoming a Patreon member. Patreon gives me the vital support I need to continue making these videos, and it gets you access to classes and content I only create for my patrons, like 1-hour classes, live stream events, book club, and more. So if you're a member already, thank you. And if not, I invite you to check it out. Okay, we're going to begin today's practice with a breathing exercise called diaphragm breathing. And with a few deep breaths, we can shift the nervous system from a place of anxiety and stress to a place of inner calm, repair, and healing. And it's really easy. All we're going to do is place the right hand on the upper belly, just below the ribs. It's your diaphragm. And then breathing in through the nose, just breathe into the hand and feel your hand rise and feel your hand contract as you exhale. All breathing through the nose, or breathing into the hand. Now the hand may not move very much, right? It's just an intention of sending the breath to this region. Don't force it, right? Just relax. Okay, close your eyes, right hand on the upper belly. Let's just take a great big breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhale just to clear and settle. One more time, just like that. Big breath in. Open mouth exhale and relax. And now we begin our diaphragm breathing in through the nose, directing the breath to the region of the hand. And as you exhale, feel the hand draw in and the upper belly contract. Breathing in, the hand rises, upper belly expands. And exhale, feel the breath release. Just continue breathing like this with your own pace, at your own count. And relax more and more fully into each breath. And see if you can bring all of your awareness and attention to the experience of your breath. So feel the breath as it enters the nose, expanding into the lungs, moving through the body. And relax into the exhale. Feel a letting go, a release of tension. If your mind wanders, just bring awareness gently back to the breath. Relax the muscles of your face, your cheeks, your jaw. On your next exhale, lower the right hand, bring both hands to your knees or your lap. Sit quietly for a few more moments. Welcome yourself to this moment, just as you are. Blink your eyes slowly open. All right. Sweep your legs around in front. I'm going to get a little warm-up stretch into the hips and the hamstrings here. So root the sit bones, sole of the left foot inside that right thigh. Gently push down on that left thigh into the mat so you're opening the hips. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, a nice, slow, sweet fold forward. Breath in, lengthen, lift the heart, crown of the head forward. Exhale, melt a little deeper. Just continue like that until you find your sweet spot. And then rest. Inhale, slowly rise. Bring the left hand to the mat behind you. Press into that left hand, lift your hips, and sweep the right hand up and over. Great big reach behind you. Really push into the left hand, open up the heart, and stretch into your right fingertips. Exhale, lower. Nice. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg long. Right foot comes inside the thigh. Big breath, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and melt. Inhale, rise. Right hand to the mat behind you. Push into that right hand, lift the hips, and sweep the left hand up and over. Great big stargazer pose. Again, really push into the right hand. Open the heart. Stretch and breathe. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Sweep your legs around behind you and come into tabletop. Curl the toes under and lift your hips and push back. Downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Pedal the feet. Bend one knee. Draw the opposite heel down. Just breathe into that lovely little stretch in the back of the legs. And coming to stillness, great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your feet together. Inhale, take your right foot back and up to the sky. 3-leg dog. Push through the heel, long through the back line of that right leg. Exhale, right knee into the chest, squeeze it in. Shift the upper body forward and step through, right foot between the hands. Bring the back knee down underneath the hips and rise up with your hands to the hips. Crawl your front foot forward so that front ankle comes forward of the knee a couple inches. And then tilt the bowl of your pelvis up so the front points of the hips lift up, tailbone lengthens down. When you do that, you should feel a nice little juicy stretch in front of that left hip. Continue tilting the pelvis up and then push into the top of the back foot. So top of the back foot pushing into the mat to move your upper body forward and just enough so the front knee comes over that front ankle. And now you should feel that stretch deepening in the left hip. Let's take it even further. Inhale, hands to the sky. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Reach it up and over to the right. Keep pressing the top of the back foot into the mat. Breathe. Inhale, release the wrist, hands to the sky. Open mouth, exhale, bend the elbows, push the heart to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Hands come down, frame that front foot and lift the back knee. Low lunge. Now we're going to float forward into warrior 3 here. So push gently off from the back foot. Begin to straighten the front leg and bring palms together at your heart. Lift the heart and crown of the head forward. Lift the left heel and dip the left hip. So the hips are level here. Breathe. And now exhale, begin lowering the upper body toward the earth as you lift that left heel to the sky, coming into standing split. Eventually the hands are going to come down to the ground. Try to keep the hips level here. So keep lifting the left heel but dipping the left hip. Keeping the hips level, exhale, draw that left knee into the chest, squeeze it in. Inhale, take the left heel back up to the sky and squeeze your glute at the top. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, lift that left heel, squeeze the glute at the top. One more time, exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, take the heel up, squeeze the glute at the top. And this time, as you draw the left knee into the chest, bend into the standing leg as you extend that left leg through, coming to a seat at the top of your mat. If it takes many steps to get here, that's okay, right? Okay, we're going to move into a really great hip flexor strengthening exercise called hip flexor triangles. I'll demonstrate and then we'll do it together. Starting in a seated position, feet straight in front of you, lift the left heel just an inch above the mat, and then open that left leg wide, and then lift the left foot to the top point of a triangle directly in front of you, and lower the heel back to an inch above the mat, but don't touch. And we're going to repeat that. Okay, here we go. Float that left heel, open the leg wide to the left, Inhale, take that foot as high as you can to the top of the triangle, and then foot down an inch above the mat. Don't touch. That's one. Take it out to the side. Inhale up to the point of the triangle. Lower down an inch above the mat for 2. One more. You got this. Out to the side. Inhale as high as you can this time. And this time exhale and float the heel for 3. Hold. 2. 1. Lower it all the way down. Good job. Shake and pedal the feet out, okay? All right, other side. Float that right heel. Open the leg to the right. Inhale, lift to the top of the triangle and come down to an inch above the mat. Open it wide to the right, all the way up to the top of the triangle as high as you can, and float for 2. One more. Out to the side. Inhale, take it as high as you can, top of the triangle. And exhale, come down an inch above the mat and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, shake it out, pedal it out. Awesome job. Okay, come all the way down to your back. And now we're going to work on one of my favorite deep core exercise. This strengthens the transverse abdominis. That's the big band of muscle underneath the abs. And it's really easy. Again, I'll demonstrate and then we'll do it together. So you start with the knees bent, knees stacked over the hips, and the shins are parallel to the mat. So they're not angled up and they're not angled down, and they stay parallel to the mat the whole time. Feet flexed. Then, with the low back firmly on the ground, hands along your sides, you begin to push the feet straight out. Again, keeping the shins parallel. Right away, you'll feel the tummy engage. You'll feel all of the core get nice and strong. Keep slowly pushing the feet forward. Now, some of you will get to a point where it feels like all of this good engage activity starts to dump into the low back, and it's a feeling like you want to arch your back. If you get there, bring the legs back and hold at that point. Some of you may be able to extend the legs all the way out, and it still feels all concentrated in the tummy, which is good. Okay? All right. Just take it to that point, and we'll hold it together. Here we go. Starting with the knees over the hips, shins parallel to the mat. Begin to push the feet forward very slowly. Feeling that beautiful sensation as all of that musculature in the deep core starts to engage. Breathe into that. You could even tap your belly to feel it. And then again, if you feel it start to dump into the low back, stop and stay there. Otherwise, keep extending. Find that place of maximum effort and ease, the balance, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, draw knees into chest. Beautiful. Little rock side to side here. Okay, and now for a little round of glute bridges. These are really good to activate the glutes and strengthen the glutes of the low back. Awesome to support your low back. Again, I'm just going to demo here, and then we'll do it together in a moment, okay? So, push through your heels and lift your hips just enough to create a nice straight line through the chest, through the hips, all the way through the knees. So don't continue pushing so high that your back starts to arch, okay? Once you get up to the top here with this nice straight line, push into the heels. Imagine extending through the knees and then squeeze the glutes. And we're going to do a little hold at the top there. And then we come down, touch the butt, and take it right back up. Okay, here we go. Push into the heels, lift the hips, taking it up just enough so you get that nice straight line. Push through the heels, extend through the knees, squeeze through the glutes for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the hips, just touch and come right back up. And at the top, push through the heels, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come down, touch and go, right back up. Push through the heels, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. A couple more. Touch and go, right back up. At the top, push through the heels, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Come back down one more time. Touch. We take it right back up and push and squeeze. This time a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Come all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a beautiful hug for that good work. And then roll to the right side. Push yourself up to a seat. Sweep the legs around behind you, finding tabletop, and curl the toes under. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Feet together and take your left heel up to the sky nice and high. Push through the heel, lengthen. Exhale, knee into the chest, squeeze it in, shift forward, step through between your hands. Back knee comes down underneath the hips, rise up with your hands to the hips. Crawl the front foot forward, couple inches, and then tilt the bowl of the pelvis up, feeling that nice, juicy stretch in front of the right hip. Push the top of the back foot into the mat as your upper body moves forward, deepening that stretch in the right hip. And just continue forward until the front knee comes over that front ankle. Inhale, hands to the sky, left hand to that right wrist. Reach it up and over to the left. Beautiful stretch across the right side of the body and into the hip. Inhale, release the wrist, hands to the sky. Big breath, reach up. Open mouth, exhale, bend the elbows. Push the heart to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, hands come down, frame that front foot, and lift the back knee, low lunge. Here we go, gliding into warrior 3. Push off from the back foot, straighten the front leg, palms come together at your heart. Again, get long through the spine here, so crown of the head, reach it forward, lift the right heel, dip the right hip so the hips are level, and keeping the hips level, begin to hinge forward from the hips, standing split. Upper body falls toward the earth, and the right foot reaches to the sky. Eventually, the hands come down, keeping the hips level. As you exhale, draw that right knee into the chest. Inhale, take the right heel back up to the sky and squeeze the glute at the top. Nice. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, right foot to the sky, squeeze the glute. One more time, knee into chest. Inhale, right foot to the sky, squeeze the glute. This time, as you draw the right knee into the chest, bend into the left knee and extend the right leg through, coming to a seat. If that doesn't look so graceful, it's okay. Okay, let's come to a seat for some more hip flexor triangles. These are so good. This time we're going to start on the right side. Here we go. Hover that right foot, extend the leg out to the right, and then lifting to the top of the triangle, come down to an inch above the mat. 2 more. Out to the side, all the way up top. Come down to a hover. And last time, all the way out and all the way up as high as you can this time. Come back down to a float 1 inch above the mat for 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Okay, other side, float the heel. Take it out to the left. Inhale, lift it up nice and high. And come back down inch above the mat. Open the leg to the left. Inhale, top of the triangle. Exhale, inch above the mat. One more time. Open it up. Inhale, take it as high as you can. And come down inch above the mat. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Come all the way down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest once again. Got to keep on giving ourselves some good hugs for this practice. Okay, set point exercise. Here we go. Arms along your sides, knees stacked over the hips, shins parallel to the mat, and slowly, very slowly, begin to push the feet straight forward to the front wall, keeping the shins parallel to the mat. Breathe into all the sensation you feel. And remember, if you feel it dumping into your low back, stop, back the feet up, and stay there. Now, the body might be shaking here. We've done a lot of work with the hips, big muscle groups. Breathe into that and hold for 5, 4. Embrace the shake. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees into chest. Great work. Okay, one more round of glute bridges. Feet come down. Hip distant apart. Touch the ankles with your fingers. And we press into the heels to lift the hips just enough. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 3, 2, 1. And come down. touch and go. Lift it right back up. Push through the heels and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Butt touches and we take it right back up. Squeeze at the top. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Take it up. Push through the heels and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And one more. You got this. Take it down and take it up. Push through the heels and squeeze for 3, 2, 1. Awesome, awesome work. Knees into chest. Once again, a little side to side rock here. Exhale, release the legs, roll to your right side, and push yourself up to a seat. And we're going to end with a nice, juicy, wide leg seated forward fold. Always a good place to end because you're getting a lot for your money with this stretch, right? You're getting into the hips, into the hamstrings, IT band, the low back. So good. All right, root the sit bones. Knees and toes stay pointed to the sky here as we fold. Inhale, reach up tall. And exhale, nice and slow. Nice and slow we fold. Big breath in, lift up, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, we fold. And continue just like that. Lengthening on the inhale and deepening on the exhale. All these folds, you want to avoid rounding through the upper back as much as you can. We're folding from the hips. And the sensation, we want that sensation to be centered in the hamstrings and the legs, not in the low back. Just relax and breathe. Inhale, rise. And come all the way to your back for, you guessed it, Savasana. You've earned it. As you come to the mat, just let your hands come down. Empty the breath, relax and melt. Begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead and with a big breath stretch from fingertips to toes. Exhale, draw knees into chest and roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. And bring palms together at your heart. Close your eyes. Let's raise our thumb knuckles to the point between our brow, and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. So happy that you chose to practice with me today. I recommend that you come back to this practice regularly. The exercises, the postures that we did today will develop a strong core. They will support your spine, and they will keep you looking and feeling your best. And they will keep things like sciatic pain and low back pain from ever bothering you again. I love you lots, and I'll see you soon.